Hey, this is Fernando from Audioworks. Today I have a 622. This is serial number 5. And apparently it's been on a rack with a few other 622s and been told that it has a noticeably lower level output. So we're just going to walk through what we do to diagnose it. So let's get that done. I have a 500 series test rig here that we built so that we could just poke around and probe things. So I'm gonna plug this guy in. I'm gonna give it power. Create some relays. Power on. I'm gonna put this on line mode first to start with. And okay, so useful tool here to use on the computer. It's a Room EQ Wizard, really nice because it has a signal generator and a real-time analyzer that you can use just to, do real quick function checks like this, or even to characterize EQs and things like that. So I'm going to let's generate pink noise. So I'm generating pink noise at RMS full scale minus 50 dB. So we see a flat line here on the analyzer. On the levels, I can see that I have minus 50 dB out. It jumps up and down because we're sending basically a combination of millions of frequencies. If you were sending a sine wave at a particular frequency, then you just see that level wouldn't move. But basically the root mean square is at minus 50. Then we have 50 coming back in. So there's no gain, there's no loss of signal. I'm sending 50 in on line mode, I'm getting 50 back in. So let's just do a real quick function test on the EQ. I'm going to engage the EQ, LED comes on. Since all the knobs are at 0, I don't see any change on the analyzer, but if I boost the high, I see the analyzer gives me an increase on the high end. Cut the high. Let's do the same with the mid, boost the mid. Cut the mid, now boost the low end, cut the low end. So EQ is behaving the way it's supposed to behave. Let's just exaggerate the curve here, and then I'm going to turn the EQ off. It goes to flat line, it's at minus 50. Turn the EQ on, turn it off, turn it on. Seems to be working fine. So let's just flatline it. High pass filter takes everything in the low end off. That's working. Compressor engage, no change if we're fully counterclockwise, but let's go clockwise. Should see an increase in signal, but there's no dramatic loss. So on line mode, we seem to be doing good. Now let's check it on mic mode. So just remember, you're always going to get gain increase once you go to mic mode. So we're good here because I'm feeding a minus 50 dB. But as soon as we engage line mode, we jump up to 30. And let's just do the same test. EQ. I'm going to engage the EQ. Boost, cut, boost or cut. The EQ seems to be working. I don't have any loss of signal. Get the compressor on here. No loss of signal. Okay, so another thing is we have a pad switch. So you can see here on the screen I'm sending 50. It's returning 30. The pad's going to take 20 off of the mic. So if I put in the pad, it returns to 30. So math works. Let's try the EQ now. Boost, cut, boost. So far, can't really detect an issue. Pad on line mode, it's only a difference of 6 dB, and that's working. Okay, so far, without putting any stress on the board, without really checking to see if there's any loose connections or anything. Just the functions on the front end seem to be working fine. So the next step will be to dig in a little deeper, but we'll just stop this video for now and then figure out what and how we're gonna probe so that we don't mess something up. But that's it for now, guys. Just real quick rundown on how we do a function check diagnostics. Later.